How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Borderlands 3 Bounty of Blood, and in today's episode we're going to Ashfall Peaks. You know what, yesterday I made 3 episodes, and I can actually fucking feel it on my throat, so... Now that I think about it, maybe it was because I was drinking cold fucking coke throughout these fucking episodes, I don't know. What am I, a fucking scientist? I don't fucking know. I don't know the repercussions of drinking cold drinks and talking for 3 fucking hours non-stop. Oh look, a bathtub with soap in it and a pickle. I don't wanna know. Anyway, in today's episode, I guess we're gonna try out this fucking laser exploder because I realized that for 3 episodes in a row I was just using this revolver. So we're gonna use laser exploder now. So many particle effects, I can't even fucking see what I'm shooting when I'm zooming in.
Didn't anyone teach you how to fight?
And I was a little afraid that maybe this gun is under-leveled because it has like 3 times less damage than the revolver, but it does more damage over time. I mean, the revolver was cool too because it had these like ghosts flying out of it. And they were doing more damage than a normal shot. Man, this gun is awesome. I love the noise it makes, and this is a laser gun. I thought, before this fucking game came out, I heard rumors that laser guns are gonna come back, right? And I felt like, okay, so I wonder what manufacturers are gonna make laser guns. Is it gonna be the same as in pre-sequel? Maybe Torg will make laser guns, since they had a little bit of a grudge against laser guns. And here we go. There's no laser guns. I mean, there are laser guns, but Torg makes a fucking laser gun, and it's pretty damn fucking cool. Bridge is out. One thing I wanted to mention is, remember a YouTuber called Submato? I think it was Mato. Mato, shit. Anyway, he was like covering fucking news of Borderlands 3 before the game even was fucking announced. And people were just speculating. He already had like rumors and leaks, right? And he was like the only fucking person that kept me hyped for the game. And remember the story of how... oh, that's fucking garbage. Of how Take-Two sent some fucking... muscle to fucking intimidate him, so he wouldn't so he would stop like talking about their game. That's like the dumbest thing ever, and he stopped uploading videos. He stopped doing anything. I mean, I would be fucking scared. What the fuck I know? Maybe Take-Two will be like, oh man, this fucker didn't stop making videos. Send fucking artillery. Show this fucker that we don't mess around. Teach him a lesson. Fucking dumbass. Like, sucks.
Come closer, will you?
Guess I will never say I love a certain company. Like, I could say right now that, oh, I love fucking CD Projekt Red. Who knows what the fuck they'll do in 10 years? They'll maybe become the fucking worst video game company. People will hate them. Maybe they'll come up with like a new way of paying. Maybe you have like a game, but you know, every time you die you have to pay. I think there was a controversy recently that was a game that did that. Like every time you died in a game you have to pay to come back. So you know, if you played good, I guess you didn't have to pay anything, but if you played just a little bit bad, then I guess you had to pay money. This gun there is a little hard to aim with it. It looks sick too. This gun I've been using for takedown as Guardian Breach, if you watch that episode. It's the bonus episode, it's in the fucking it's in the playlist of normal Borderlands episodes. It's at the end. And in that one, I was using another Torg gun, and it was like a assault rifle. But it was really cool. I don't think it did much damage. I mean, maybe this gun's doing more damage because I'm not doing like a special raid challenge. I'm just going through the newest DLC. So maybe if I had that gun still, it would still do decent amount of damage. I don't know. First, what's it called?
Another dead body. And I'll bet you anything.
Well, the first hunt they gotta do in this episode is this big-ass dinosaur that doesn't take damage.
Advanced weapons testing near devil habitats.
Ay ay ay. Oh shit.
Which means a lot of hide to work with. Go get him.
This? Oh fuck. Anything, come on. Oh yeah, look at my fight for your life bar. You noticed that? It was not running out.
And another monster.
Wonder why.
Anywho, I'll come by and snap up that skin.
Well, the reason why it didn't drain is because I have this... what? Contained blast. Oh, I don't have that. Oh, it's another Torgue rifle. Oh, how cool. Let me see it. Oh, it looks like my gun. Damn. Torgue weapons are so sick. I love the exhaust on the side. At first I thought like, man, some of these guns look shit, but this one looks badass. Especially I love the fucking, how it's cracked. And it's cryo. It's a fucking cryo gun, even though it looks like it's fire. Okay, so what does it do? Slows, well, I don't know. Judging from the name, I'm gonna assume it's like a rail gun. You know, contained blast, you shoot once, but good. That was the anarchist, the shotgun, I guess. You know what, the auto aim might be my favorite sniper rifle so far. Just because it fucking works. Other sniper rifles, like, there's a lot of Maliwan sniper rifles in this game, for some stupid reason, and they're all fucking... like, they're not bad weapons, but they're kinda shitty sniper rifles. They're better at, like, shooting at the ground and doing more fucking elemental damage than just shooting people in the head and causing them to blow up.
Fancy name for the crystals they dug out of Gehenna's veins. Regular folks just took to calling it core. Fueled the company's weapons of war, and it did strange.
Maybe I should make this
things to
episode
the
a little
devils and
shorter
beasts.
so I don't fucking run out of
Whatever
breath.
nightmares a company could dream up, core made them real.
Nice. I was gonna tell you something, fuck. Every fucking time before I start recording, I'm thinking of all these subjects and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I could mention that. My take on it or something. And then I start recording and I fucking forget what I was about to talk about. And that sucks. I should fucking write it down. Just have a list of topics to talk about. And I'll be like, oh yes, this topic. Let me tell you all about it. Well, one thing I wanted to mention, I watched another Lupin the Third movie. And this one was called... Green versus Red. I thought at the beginning that it was fucking awesome. Because it was like... Lupin, I wasn't even sure, I guess there was one Lupin. Like the real one, but there was like a bunch of impersonators, you know? Lupin was just getting arrested left and right. And everybody looked like him, and everybody either had a green jacket or a red one, which was pretty cool. I thought it would be a kind of a cool idea of like maybe these guys are like competing with each other, like the red versus blue, I mean green. But now they were like all kind of working together, and the idea was... I thought it was a hat. The idea was that I guess people took the liking of how free Lupin is, that he just travels in other countries and he fucking steals whatever the fuck he wants. He does whatever he wants, he's truly free. So, the idea is, I guess, Lupin became more of a fucking... Like, to these people that are impersonating Lupin, the Lupin wasn't like a name of some guy. It was more of an idea, you know, to be free, to do whatever you want. And there was this, like, story of some guy who, I guess, run a restaurant and he seemed pretty miserable, you know. His girlfriend was like a bitch to him and shit. And then when he started, like, dressing as Lupin because he kind of looked like him and just put his hair backwards, put on a green suit. He was like the main impersonator, you know, there was like the main actual Lupin, and then there was the impersonator. And he started stealing like rings, giving it to his girlfriend. But then the ending, like the second half of the movie, I was like, what the fuck is even going on? I overall didn't like the idea that even Lupin himself said that, oh, Lupin, It's like a fucking... I know it's maybe pronounced Lupin, but whatever. There's like an idea, not a fucking person. It's like, what the fuck? Is the person Lupin the bird? Not fucking... Fucking ideas. I didn't like that part. But... acid. Like inside of me. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking forward to this one. I definitely looked cool, but the ending, then there was the ending. Like, the green Lupin was stealing some diamond, and then the red Lupin showed up. I guess the red one was real, and he stopped him. And there was another Lupin in red, but he had an afro. And his grandfather, right, built like a big ass robot for him, and he saved the green Lupin. The afro Lupin saved the green Lupin. And I guess he didn't steal the diamond. And then supposedly the same red Lupin, like he shot him with a paint gun, and he just had like his face all green, and he couldn't get rid of it. One detail I really liked is that whenever you saw other Lupins, right, you could tell like, oh, this guy has a different color tie, this guy has a different voice, this guy's hair is a little different, this guy's hair is more spiky, this guy's hair is more short. I really liked it. It wasn't like they just simply like they were just using the same character over and over. They all had different small differences.
Of course you wouldn't find him. That pleasure was reserved for the Vault Hunter.
Ooh. There's a recording.
Santo's journey awaits at a nearby journal. See if you can find it.
This doesn't work. Excuse me? Ah, fuck. I gotta... bullshit. Stupid shit. Alright. And... oh, what's this? Not for me going back. Okay. And... I liked at the beginning...
something about that name called to the Vault Hunter. A call to adventure.
I like the name Smugger.
Now that's a name I haven't heard in many years.
Smugger. I love how Zane just knows everything and everyone. You know, like anywhere you go, like other characters are like, who are you? And Zane's like, oh, it's you. I remember you. It's as if he was just everywhere in the galaxy already. I fucking love that. Even though you never meet him in previous Borderlands games, you do meet his brothers, and you kill him. At the beginning they showed like different styles Lupin had over the years. Then I don't fucking like that. I guess the movie implies that it was always a different guy. That's stupid. It was always the same fucking person, in my opinion. It looks cool. I like his hat. Like his glasses. Yeah, they're cool.
There he was, Smugger, in the flesh.
What's up, Smugger?
Kid.
Kid? Excuse me?
Cowboy's just another word for a man on a horse. They
Or
call
a
me
cow
Smugger,
wrangler.
the wisest cowboy ever to
When you
walk
think
the
about
land.
it, cowboy is a pretty stupid
it.
word.
I want to hear some cowboy wisdom right now.
My gun like
It's
moving.
wisdom you seek. The first thing you need to know
Some
is
weird
that you
particle
don't know
effects on it.
nothing. It's time to unlearn what you don't know, kid.
It is moving, check it out.
Smugger, you're so wise.
I wasn't always
Damn
a
you.
Smugger, the wisest cowboy ever to walk the land. I sought to know all things, so I climbed Mount Mariboshi. By the time I moseyed back down, I'd found what I was looking for. It's your turn, kid. What do you say?
Stop calling me a kid, I look older than you. Actually, I don't fucking look older. Zane, the thing about Zane is when you see his concept art, the leaks. For example, what was his name again? Man, I used to go on all his streams and fucking watch all his videos, and I just forgot his name. And I just talked about him. Submato. He covered the leaks of like character designs from Borderlands 3, and on these leaks Zane really did look old. And I had an impression that he's gonna be this assassin badass, he's gonna have a growly voice, just not gonna give a fuck about anything. I had no idea that he's gonna be the funniest character. And they also... like, cause his hair on his top of his head, right, is like almost gone in that concept art. Anyway, can I go? Wait. Smugger. Refuse the call. Fuck you, Smugger. I don't wanna.
Nah, I'm good.
Refusing the call, are we? I see. about now?
Let me think it over. Let me stop talking about Lupin. So in the end, when the green one gets saved by the Afro one on a robot, the red one, supposedly the real one, challenges him for a duel on a rooftop, which was really cool. It like turned into a manga for a second. It looked like a manga. It was really sick. And he lost it. He fell off a fucking building, but he got caught at the bottom. I guess he survived it. He gets shot with more paint again. No, hold on, it wasn't like that. The red one actually lost. But then it was like it wasn't actually the real one. And the real one was just kind of sitting in like a library all the time, just kind of watching all the time. And then it ends that at the end, the green one challenges the real Lupin to another rematch. And then he challenges him to a rematch at the same time, and nothing happens. And it just ends. And I was like, wait, what the fuck? It was like hour 20 minutes, which usually these movies are like hour 30 minutes, and I was like, did I maybe found like a file that isn't like full? Did I just hit a file without the ending? I mean, it did hit an ending, but it was like really weird. It was a sick scene with Jigen. Unfortunately, Jigen, I guess, didn't hit clones. Nobody bothered to cosplay him. And there was a scene where he jumps from a helicopter, right? And then there's like a Nancy Lupin alike inside the helicopter, and he's like blowing shit up. And then Jigen falls out of the helicopter, a bunch of guns fall along with him, and he grabs them mid-air and starts shooting the helicopter. And then he flies into a building through a window and survives somehow. Alright, except this fucking call.
Why not?
So overall, I'd say this movie was pretty sick, except the ending, because it was like, oh, what? Nothing happened? But this is one of those movies where I only found one fucking link to it, and it was like a torrent file. So I had to get like a torrent fucking downloader on my phone. And then when I'm watching these, the subtitles are separate from, there's like file for subtitles and the file for the movie. So when I watch it on my phone, the subtitles are displayed, so it's fine. But it's like, if I would, let's say, copy the movie file onto a computer, it wouldn't have subtitles, so I couldn't watch it like in some better manner than just fucking holding a phone above my face when I fall asleep.
The Vault Hunter thought about a whale for some reason.
Ooh, money. A whale.
Hate them. Bastards of the ocean. Can't trust anything with a blowhole.
Yeah. I agree. And the thing I figured out is that I got a screen recorder. That's the same screen recorder I used for that RuneScape episode I made. Yeah, I made a RuneScape gameplay and such, but I still haven't uploaded it. Probably won't in a long time. But I played on a phone, and I've used this application called Screen Recorder. And the thing I did while I was watching the movie, I was also recording it. So it was recorded with the subtitles. And now I got a file of the whole movie with subtitles. Even though it wasn't exactly the way it should have been. Oh, another thing I gotta say about the movie. There's a kid that apparently runs a company. And he flies a plane. And his name is like Logan or some shit. Logan Paul. And he speaks English, but I don't think they got a native English speaker for that, because his English pronunciation is garbage. Sometimes when I think, oh man, my English sucks, it's like, well, at least it's not that fucking bad. And then there's like this Japanese man who tries to speak English with him, and it just sounds awful. If it wasn't for these subtitles, I couldn't make out what the fuck they were saying. And the funny part, the kid, you think like, oh, it's a side supporting character, the kid's gonna be throughout the movie, I already hate him, he seems annoying. But guess what happens to the kid? Like, after the plane that he was in gets shot down and the Green Lupin, the main impersonator, saves him. Because the kid supposedly has some fucking key to the diamond that he tried to steal later. He takes him to a car, right, to his fucking Fiat. Oh, another fucking cool detail was that some Lupins were driving the Ford I mean the Mercedes, some Lupins were driving a fucking... the Fiat. I thought it was a cool little detail, that they were all like a mixture. But this movie came out in 2007 from what I know, so why the hell couldn't they just also add pink Lupins? Would that be just too much Lupins? I suppose so. There's also this black suit Lupin. And in the manga he has a yellow suit, and I think that one looks the coolest actually, but it never appeared in any anime, unfortunately. And, oh yeah, and I was gonna tell you, so the Nanzi Lupin, right? The guy who's like a Nanzi, but he also impersonated Lupin. He blows up the car the kid was in, and the kid dies. You actually fucking see, like it's the kid drowning. I was like, oh hell yeah, the kid's fucking dead. Thank fucking god I didn't want to fucking see more of that kid. With him speaking fucking shitty English. Yeah, so the kid's dead. That was pretty weird. Like, okay, they don't show you like the kid blowing up or drowning, like reaching for air, but not couldn't. But they show you a scene where they like look for the kid's body and they actually show it just drifting on the water. And I feel like, oh, maybe they're gonna save him in the hospital or some shit, but no, he's just dead. Like, what the fuck do you think? A kid would survive such a thing?
A statue of breathtaking beauty stood beside the path. A countenance so majestic.
Well, now I know what the
it could
pickles
only
were
be
for.
divine.
For a statue.
Her voice was like
His fucking light bulb fries.
on a harp.
Like, this does not seem like an ancient statue. This seems like someone made it yesterday
You have traveled far,
and still didn't finish.
but this is not the end. I have a gift to aid you on your journey.
But it speaks to me.
Ah, look
These
at
bottle
you.
caps.
Nice to see someone as chiseled as myself. Boom! Ha! And what's this about a gift?
For you, on this, a journey worthy of a hero. Use it wisely. Or unwisely.
I guess I don't have anything else to say. I was talking about like 2 episodes ago about this other Lupin movie I watched. It was called Great Escapers. And I didn't like that one. It wasn't even a movie, it was like 2 episodes of an anime just put together.
Go.
But it wasn't like part of any of the animes, because it was way higher quality than the anime series. Because the movies are always kind of higher quality. Well, not all of them, but mostly, right? But this one had like a similar style to the Castle of Caligrusto, so I felt like, oh, maybe when they were making that movie,
Smell that cowboy wisdom from here.
they also made these 2 episodes, and then they put them together, and they were like, oh, it's another movie. Except it's like 2 separate stories. I didn't really
Temptation
talk
drew
about the stories all
vault-hunter's
that
eye
much.
astray.
No, I think I did.
Just waited
I didn't
on
talk about the
yonder,
second one.
begging to be plundered.
There's a treasure. You gotta avoid this thing because it pushes you to the fucking side. Fucking snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes? Maybe I should have rewatched Indiana Jones. I finished watching season 1. I think I told you about that in like YAKUZA or something. I mean, I liked it. Along with the pilot that implies that Goemon is like a bad guy, kind of. I think I watched it out of order because I watched it and then like the first episode where Goemon shows up, he's like a bad guy. They try to scam him out of something. And then the next time he shows up, he's a friend. And then the third time he shows up, he's again a villain, but at the end he becomes a friend. So I think I might have watched these out of order, but thankfully they don't really follow that. Like, there's not like a overarching plot to Lupin. They're mostly like each their separate adventures. That's a little bit what I didn't like about season 1. That, okay, when you're watching a Lupin the third movie, right? You get all this. You have enough time for there to be like suspense, for the villain to explain what the fuck he wants, for Lupin to come up with a plan. But then if you want to put that into like a 25-minute episode, then you kind of have to do everything really fast.
The peak of
There's usually like no time for this, like, oh man, I think we totally lost. We're fucked. And then Lupin's like, not yet, or something, whatever. Now I know I sound like I probably watch anime on fucking stuff, but this is a rare fucking occasion where I got into a series. Last fucking time I watched an anime this much was Dragon Ball Super, and that was like, what, a couple of years ago.
keeper of true
Oh
cowboy
shit!
wisdom
Ah,
emerged
first had to shoot it.
Oh, crap!
You shoot everything in this
Bird!
game.
I hate birds! Big ones, little ones, doesn't matter, but especially big ones.
The father of eagles.
Yeah, I guess he didn't
refused
like
the
that.
offering of hearts, but demanded the Vault Hunter offer up their own hearts and the dark secrets within. There, at the top of all things, the Vault Hunter atoned for their sins.
Tell us your sins, Zane.
Okay. One time I was dating someone and there was a show we watched together, but I saw the finale without her. There, I said it.
The
that the
father
reason
eagles
Mox
gazed
left him?
into the Vault Hunter's heart cave and saw true darkness. He attacked.
I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it.
See?
There, good looking.
All he did was just watch a fucking finale of a show before his girlfriend watched it. And now he's being fucking attacked by a giant bird for it. Everything has consequences. Even dumb shit like this.
Just like that, the father of eagles was dead. Its glorious
Oh, crap.
brood fell to the ground.
I call this a successful
And
operation.
this gun's really hard to handle. I wish I could get rid of my drone. Wait. What the fuck? I can do that? Like, how am I only finding out now that I have an ability like this? Are you fucking kidding
Quest
me?
complete. It was time to return to Smugger, wisest cowboy to ever walk the land. They
I
briefly
have a
considered
fucking
refusing
missile launcher attached to my fucking drone. I'm a dumbass. I never realized that before. I never tried blowing it up. Well, shit, I know now.
But how did
I'm gonna try blowing something up. Maybe it's like a so powerful weapon.
Vault Hunter hoped
Should
Smugger
be
had the
illegal.
answer to that and other questions.
Who are you dating and you've watched the show thing? 'Cause I know you were dating a lot of people.
The hero returns from beyond the threshold. Mosey on over, kid. So, what'd you find? Or should I ask, what found you?
Well, I found a big ass bird. I told him my sins and he tried to kill me.
I found the kind of inner peace that only comes from killing a big ass bird.
So, you have found true cowboy wisdom. And your journey is complete. And now you are Smugger.
I'm the
wisest
Smugger.
cowboy ever to walk the
Why
land.
the fuck am I not on the
Time for
poster,
me
you
to
fucking
move on.
asshole? What?
So he was real after all. A real arsehole? Nah, he seemed alright. Also, I've learned nothing.
Yeah, I learned that. Oh, that's cool. Look, I'm the Smugger now. Hell yeah. I'm the Smugger motherfucker. You know what? Since the side quest took a little bit of time, I think I'm going to stand over here and finish this episode. Because there is this fucking thing. I know I can't open. Where is it? I know I can't open this. But I think we're just up ahead about to meet Titus and he's gonna tell me how to open this. So, for now, see you fellas in the next episode. Bye.